She said the same script that she said before in many times, and she's dancing. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to mumbling about Kamala Harris, the potential new president of the United States of America. She's been the hot in the market at the moment. I try to avoid it, and every time I get into the social media, I see Kamala Harris. Turn on the TV, Kamala Harris. Turn on TikTok, Kamala Harris. It's like she is everywhere at the moment. It's not that I could have avoided. I could have avoided, but as an artist, I like to check on other people's works, and I like to be connected with the netizens who would potentially will look at my works, to get my work exposed and to share my works with others. But then I can't avoid the fact that Kamala Harris always in the social media. Thing that I like to see here, the few things that I like to note here. Kamala Harris has been a prolific figure in the USA politics in the arena. Obviously has been going on for years, and obviously she's highly educated, and she must be intelligent, otherwise she wouldn't be even be there in a top job in a higher position. However, though, numbers of videos that has been around, that the thing that she said, it's obviously scripted, and obviously she was trained to do to say that thing prior to actually addressing the public. And of course, a lot of words that she said has been repeated, just scripted and repeated over and over, to the point you get fed up with it. Nobody know what it means, and she doesn't know what she meant. For example, there's a famous word that she said that has been pardon what has been. I'm not sure exactly what she said, or when she's talking about the moment in time in the moment, that kind of thing that I couldn't really understand what she's trying to say, whether she's trying to be a poetic, she's trying to be a politician, or she's trying to be an artist, or she's trying to be like a Bob Marley of the political arena. I'm not sure, but for sure, to run a presidential candidate for the United States, this is one of the biggest powerful nation on this planet Earth. So we need to be very careful who we are selected, because after all, she's running a country that directly will affect other countries from different part of the world, because knowing America, they're always involved with other people's politics outside of the United States. It's not just economically, but militarily they get involved with things. So we need to be very careful who she is, because at the moment, the thing that she said, I'm not quite sure whether she has the right words, she's going to say the right things, or she's going to address people the right way to run the United States of America. Because so far, in the recent speeches that she has attended or during the campaign, it's all about with her laughing like a bloody hyena, and then like she was on steroid. I don't know what she's trying to portray there. I don't know what she wanted to project to the people about. Is it about happy, jolly? Is that really how is she going to be like that to run the country? Because running a country is a serious matter. It's not between her life and the public life. This is not about playing a card. It's like between her life, just like Lee Kuan Yew once said, between your life and mine, because it's very dangerous. Could lead to something serious problem. There's one thing. It's about this Kamala Harris. We need the United States of America. You have to be very careful who are selected. Maybe she can speak politics compared to the opposite person, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is very pragmatic. I would say he doesn't use politician word. He's not trying to be politically correct. In fact, he's just being blunt. But just because someone is not politically correct with their vocabularies doesn't mean that the person is not knowing what is doing or what she's doing. However, though, looking at Kamala Harris, she's trying to refine her words to the point it sounds so stupid. You see, if you see some of her videos from different speeches, different things, If you compare to Lee Kuan Yew, for example, or other serious, proper politician, or the leader of the politician out there, for example, the previous Prime Minister of Singapore, the son of Lee Kuan Yew, when he addressed his nation, he said, the first thing he said, of course, he greeting everyone, and before he started his word, before he started with his manifesto, he said to the people, please listen carefully or pay attention. That particular moment, everyone before him silent and listening carefully. I understand Singapore is a small country, an island, but the same way of addressing your people will be applied to any small or bigger size. However, though, when you look at Kamala Harris recently, before she started addressing the people, she's dancing around, singing along like she was on steroid, and people get easily fall to it, dancing along. You're not running a festival, you're not going to a church congregation, or you're not going to Glastonbury. You are running a country. I understand what maybe you're trying to say, that when I run in the United States, I will make this country happy bunny. No, it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be that easy. There's a prove that me wrong, because recently someone was asking Kamala Harris about how to deal with the inflation. She did not answer the question. Just watch the video. She did not answer the question about how to deal with the inflation. Instead, it's talking about, we understand the cost of living high, we understand, we're going to tackle that. That was it. She didn't say anything. Instead, she's bashing, mocking Donald Trump. Donald Trump may don't speak the language of a politician, but Donald Trump have witnessed the high figure, the high number. He is a businessman. He knows how the number works, how to run the country. There are numbers of things that Donald Trump have said before that actually affected other countries to the point everyone realized when it comes to numbers, when it comes to economy. And Kamala hasn't got that. Maybe she is uneducated, maybe she's a attorney before, maybe she's a lawyer background. Yes, she's good at her discipline, but this is different. This is different thing, different discipline. Running a country, she need to know numbers, and she need to know about how the economy works, how the inflation works, how to tackle that. It's how to deal with stability in the country, and instead just follow the script that's been written by the government or the administration for her to just finalize it, to address it in public. No, she need to have something to say. She has to have a gut to say, I against this. She have to be doing that job with conviction. She can't just do it because for the sake of as a career politician. At the moment she is. And another thing that I like to highlight here is the democracy. The basic, we all know what democracy is. It's about the good democratically leader to be democratically elected by the people. Whoever has the vote, the majority vote, that person will be the leader of a nation or the constituents. And on that base, at the moment, European country, America for example, is going away from that at the moment, because the reason why we vote person with the democratically process is because we're voting that person based on their merit, right? The best job for the best people. So for the best job for the best people, because the job is top job, high job, it's very fragile. If the wrong person is elected to run that country, it could lead to something serious problem. And at the moment, I'm sorry to say, America is very fragile at the moment. Luckily, America storyline from the past, they're inheriting that. The economy they designed that for the next 100 years, 50 years, 30 years is still intact. The power that they've done in the past, the thing that they achieved in the past, that inheriting that, the fruit of the past, rigorous works that the ancestors did until today. But at the beginning, they're beginning to, I would say, decadence. You see, the problem is, as I said about the democratically elected leader based on their merit. At the moment, I agree with uh, America, the United States of America, is a collective of different people from all different parts of the world. The European immigrants, the Africans, the Asian, the Oriental, the Chinese, Asian, you name it, the native, what giving birth to the dynamic and prosperity of America. It's a good thing. Most countries that congregate with different kind of race actually giving birth to a prosperous of a nation that will make the country so successful, and everyone taking part. Everyone have different ideas to survive, great idea, come together, providing they tolerate each other, providing the living and in harmony with each other. That what the basis of successful place, successful country. Now back to Kamala Harris. At the moment, the emphasis on her ethnicity is about, oh, we elected her because she is an Asian or she's black. But before we continue, over the years she said she is South Asian, which is fair. Donald Trump said it. She said it. She said it many times. She went to Indian cooking programs. She said she is Asian. She's Indian of heritage. She never mentioned much about black. But until recently, after the resignation of Joe Biden, after Joe Biden stepped down as the leader of the party, and now Kamala Harris is taking over, she all of a sudden said she is black. Look, doesn't matter you're black, Indian, white, Chinese. That's what I said from the beginning. America is made of this collective of race, which is good. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. The important thing is, as long as you can do the job, as long as you have all what it takes to manage a country, the biggest country, the most powerful country in the world. That's what we need. But the problem is, democratically elected leader should be based on merit, but she is now playing race. So if the United States of America elected her as the next president of the United States based on ethnic, then we are moving away from what democracy is. Instead of merit, we base on ethnic. Then it's not right. If she is good at her job, she can, but she can't do the job. Don't just elected her just because of her race. First thing, she doesn't know what she is. She said she's Indian and she's black. Does it really matter? She's black, Indian, Chinese, white? Doesn't really matter. But as long as she can do the job. But the question is, can she really do the job? So far, the thing that she said, it's not right. Doesn't right what she said. She addresses the people instead of saying, please pay attention. This is what we're going to do. She said the same script that she said before in many times, and she's dancing. She's using artists to sing the song, get everybody off the seat, start jumping like crazy. This is not how you run a country. No wonder America going down the drain. And now, believe me, the moment she is elected as the next president of America, she will be briefed by the intelligence. She just say yes, you're going to see war everywhere. This is what happened. Anyway, this is my thought. Thank you very much for watching.